Welcome to Psych for All. I'm your guide. In this channel, we explore psychology's captivating world. If our content intrigues you, remember to subscribe and share. We bring insightful content your way. We are delving into the world of addiction, a paradox of pleasure and pain, a puzzle to many. So buckle up and let's embark on this enlightening journey together. Have you ever wondered how a pleasure-seeking action can turn into a perilous addiction? Today, we're delving into this puzzling phenomenon. It's a journey that begins with our brain, with neurobiology as the lead actor. Now, prepare to explore the enigmatic realm of addiction and the brain. Pleasure is a powerful motivator for human behavior. But what happens when it goes too far? The root of our pleasure-seeking lies in a neurotransmitter known as dopamine. It's the brain's reward system, programmed to make us feel good when we participate in survival activities such as eating or socializing. Dopamine release gives us pleasure, encouraging us to repeat these helpful behaviors. But what if this system is manipulated? This happens with drug use. Drugs, including nicotine and heroin, imitate the brain's neurotransmitters, fooling our reward system. They cause a strong dopamine surge, exceeding normal levels, resulting in intense pleasure. This compelling high pushes the user to repeatedly seek out the drug. Over time, such drug use can alter the brain's reward system. The brain adjusts to the excessive dopamine by lessening its production or reducing the number of receptors that can catch signals. This leads the user to require more of the substance for the same pleasure level, beginning a dangerous cycle of increasing use. As the saying goes, much of a good thing can be harmful. And in the case of addiction, this couldn't be truer. So how does a pleasurable experience turn into a compulsive need? Puzzling, right? To comprehend it, we must explore the journey of addiction, commencing with harmless experimentation. Imagine an energetic party. The music's booming, the atmosphere's electric, and our brain's reward system is thriving. This is the pleasure principle in motion. Dopamine rushes telling our brain that something delightful is happening. Naturally, we crave these euphoric sensations, so we return to the source of delight, be it alcohol, nicotine, or drugs. Yet, like a party, the more you attend, the more you acclimate to the environment. This parallels our brain's response to habitual drug use, causing it to adjust and diminish the initial burst of pleasure, a phenomenon known as tolerance. As tolerance rises, one needs more of the substance to reach the same euphoric state, propelling a cycle of increased usage. However, the narrative extends beyond tolerance. The brain, seeking balance, modifies its functions to counter the substance's effects, resulting in dependence. The substance evolves from a mere pleasure source to a means of averting discomfort. The drug's absence can induce withdrawal symptoms, propelling their use to maintain normalcy. This cycle, from usage to tolerance to dependence and back to usage, is addiction's grim dance. It's a dance altering the brain's wiring, creating a need to use, even when faced with destructive repercussions. It's a dance that can take control, often unnoticed. The journey into addiction is a slippery slope, one that many don't realize they're on until it's too late. The trek from pleasure to danger isn't linear, but a complex maze with each turn leading further into the labyrinth. However, understanding this process is instrumental in finding an escape route. What exactly happens to your brain when you're addicted to a substance? This question has intrigued many. Addiction is a complex issue, deeply affecting brain health. It involves repeated drug use, leading to significant brain changes, a phenomenon known as neural adaptations. Such modifications appear in brain regions associated with reward, motivation, learning, and memory. Consider the prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and impulse control. Excessive substance use can cause this area to diminish, resulting in cognitive impairment and faulty decision-making. Hence, those with addiction often struggle with tasks necessitating planning or problem-solving. Then consider dopamine, the feel-good brain chemical. Drugs can cause a dopamine resulting in intense pleasure. However, sustained use leads to the brain adapting by producing less dopamine or reducing receptor numbers that can receive signals. This results in the need for more of the substance to achieve the same high, thereby escalating addiction. Drugs can also affect the brain's limbic system, our emotional center, leading to mood fluctuations, heightened anxiety, and depression. These emotional shifts, accompanied by cognitive impairment, make recovery challenging. However, there's a silver lining. Understanding these neural adaptations is the first step to developing effective treatments. By targeting these changes, we can create interventions that restore brain function and interrupt addiction cycles. So, the stark truth is this: drugs don't just temporarily change your state of mind, they alter your brain, modifying its wiring and chemistry. These shifts can persist after drug use has stopped. The effects of addiction on brain are profound and lasting, altering the very fabric of who we are. But with science on our side, there's hope for recovery and a return to a healthier brain. Despite the bleak picture we've painted, there is hope for those struggling with addiction. Let's now delve into recovery. Recovery isn't a straightforward process, but a unique journey of courage, resilience, and support. One of the glimmers of hope in addiction recovery is neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to restructure itself through new neural connections. It's a dynamic organ, capable of healing and adapting. Neuroplasticity plays a key role in this healing process. With targeted therapies, we can leverage the brain's ability to restructure itself. Cognitive behavioral therapy can help individuals replace harmful addiction patterns with healthier coping strategies. Mindfulness interventions can aid emotional regulation, reducing cravings. Medications also play a role in recovery. They regulate brain chemistry, alleviate withdrawal symptoms, and reduce cravings. This provides a stable platform for individuals to engage in therapeutic interventions. Social support further enhances this process. Understanding encouragement from loved ones, coupled with professional help, creates an environment conducive to recovery. Recovery is possible. It's not an easy journey, nor a quick fix. It's a lifelong commitment to health, well-being, and continuous growth. Everyone's journey is unique. What works for one may not work for another, but with individualized treatment, medication, and supportive care, recovery can be successful. Addiction may be a formidable foe, but with the right tools and support, it can be overcome. Today, we've taken a deep dive into the complex world of addiction and the brain. We began by examining the pleasure principle, where dopamine, our brain's feel-good chemical, creates a sense of euphoria that drugs elicit powerfully. This pleasure drives us to seek these experiences repeatedly. However, this pursuit of pleasure isn't straightforward. Addiction brings us into treacherous territory, ensnaring the brain's reward system in a dangerous cycle. With repeated use of drugs, the brain adapts, becoming less responsive to substances over time. This results in tolerance, a need for higher doses to achieve the same effect. But it's not just about the pleasure anymore. As addiction takes root, the brain undergoes significant changes. The prefrontal, involved in decision-making and impulse control, becomes impaired, complicating the resistance to drug urges. Despite this, we shed light on potential recovery pathways, from cognitive behavioral therapy to medication-assisted treatment. These interventions aim to restore balance in the brain's reward system and help individuals regain control. The journey from pleasure to peril is complex and filled with challenges. Yet the human brain is incredibly resilient, and with the right interventions, there is hope for recovery. The neuroscience of addiction is crucial to understand and combat this pervasive issue. So, remember, knowledge is power, and it's never too late to seek help. That's it for today's episode on addiction and the brain. We encourage you to subscribe and share this video. Each share helps raise awareness about addiction and recovery. Your efforts enable us to continue spreading knowledge to combat this pervasive issue. We want to express our thanks to you, our viewers. Your support is vital in fighting against addiction. Remember, every share counts. Thank you for being part of this journey with us. Every journey starts with a single step, and you've taken that first step by watching this video. Doesn't stop here. Do subscribe and share this video. Each share promotes awareness about addiction. Your participation is vital. Without you, our message doesn't reach many. Thanks for your support and choice to make a difference. Remember, every step counts the fight against addiction. Thank you for being a part of this journey with us.